Sorry for let's carry on there. I got a phone call and that interrupted my video, hence why can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Hence why the video suddenly cut off. So yeah, I was just saying, because these spirits called Brian Holloway on Scott's video, see you next Tuesday, and all that sort of stuff, doesn't mean to say he is at all. Not from a long shot. The spirits are just sympathising with Scott, and if Brian did a spirit box session himself and asked about Scott, he'd probably get the same thing, you know. Like Scott said, see you next Tuesday, and Scott is a fat eating, pie munching, bearded dragon. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, the other thing as well, I think I've sort of already mentioned this as well. Brian did say he really likes the spirit box, but prefers apps because, you know, you could get radio. In my mind, well, you could with apps get just you know, your sound bank. It's no win situation, but I don't see any apps that have any swearing in them. I suppose you could build a sound bank to have swearing in it, I guess. I don't know, but in Britain we're not allowed to have swearing on radio. It's a big no-no. You get fired if you did that. And what I wanted to draw to is, if Brian likes the spirit box so much, why is there no videos on his channel with no spirit boxes? I'm not trying to assault his character or anything, but he sells apps. That's what he does. And I'm not saying the apps are shit or anything. Not at all. They're probably just as good as any other app, but they go for £6-7 or whatever. So, agenda or not, I don't know. He's going to use those apps because that's what he does. But his channel is about you know, it starts off with this really, actually it's really, I'm going to give him credit for this really cool thing with the mirror. He speaks to himself in the mirror, and it's kind of like and he plays some interesting, you know, special effects, but it's nothing to do with paranormal or anything like that. Then we have Spectrum games on there. We don't have one single spirit, what I'm trying to say is we don't have one single spirit box session. Call me an asshole for pointing this out, but if he says he loves the ghost box as much as he does, but just prefers the apps a little bit more maybe, why is there no spirit box sessions on his channel? Maybe I'm in the wrong media. Maybe he does all his stuff on Facebook, because I'm not on Facebook. So, you know, that's not a diss. I was just pointing out something, okay? So, but I really wanted to make it clear. But just because on Scotty's video, the spirits clearly and undeniably call Brian all sorts of horrible names, it doesn't mean anything, alright, to who he is. It's just the spirits that hang around Scott obviously sympathise with Scott's cause, if you like. And like I said, you know, if Brian did it using a spirit box, you probably get the same, and if you can get an app to do it, then great. But that's just it. But yeah, I mean, EVP Paranormal Science Scott, he you know, love him or loathe him or love him, he's pretty much got it sus, hasn't he? You know, he might have a bit of bravado behind it, and you could say, well, he's fucking full of himself. Yeah, maybe. But just I'm only talking about this one video, okay? I don't care about the other videos, but just this one video, he wanted to prove a point, and he proved a damn point, didn't he? He proved it. So don't worry about it, okay? Don't dwell on it. Don't shout bully. Don't shout hater. All he did was he put a bit of bravado on it, but all he did was just prove a point and come out of a session that was audibly really clear, really good. A lot of the time subtitles were, there are some things I couldn't hear that were on the subtitles, you know, if you want to flip it round, but I wasn't listening through headphones, I was listening through the phone, which is so interesting, you know. That's why I was like, wow, okay, it was one take, off we go, like I do. You either catch something or you don't, whatever, you know. And well, he caught lots of things, lots of interesting things, you know. So that's just it, isn't it, you know. It's a debate. Debate isn't hate. Please understand that. And like I say, if you feel that Truth Seekers has run people out of the business whatsoever, and they don't want to do their channel no more because we're such big bullies, give me some names. I want to hear some names. And I'll try and help those people if you want. I'm only a man, okay? I make mistakes too, so to say, I certainly ain't perfect, alright? But you know, my whole cause was to have a community where no fakes exist, in terms of willfully faking, in terms of willfully jump cutting, willfully manipulating, etc, etc, etc. You know, that's what I didn't want. And to educate people on such things. I mean, EVP Paranormal Science Scott another sock puppet goes, well, you're a troll account because you got Debunking Huff, that's your troll account. It's not a troll account because it's a channel. It's a channel based on Debunking Huff. And funnily enough, if you actually watch those videos, you'll see Scotty give credit to Huff when Huff actually has some genuine contact come through. He gives him credit for it. Interesting that. But, you know, you probably watch 10 seconds of it and just hit the fucking thumbs down button, which makes no difference or relevance to anything, but, you know, that's just how it is. That's cool. No worries, you know. But that's not, just saying, that's not a troll account at all. The definition of a troll account is what we got going on now with people using my fucking avatar, pretending to be me because he's used the word dolt all the time because I used to use that word. Fucking dolt. And so on and so on. Those are trolling accounts. They have no videos, they have no content. What Scotty has on his Debunking Huff has plenty of content there, you know, and it it educates people on the blind, you know, as opposed to, it's not slanderous, it just, you know, shows you what's really going on and etc. Oh no, someone spent all their time on Huff. Yeah, well, you know, there's someone new coming into this every day, you know, every day, and I'll see that man and stuff and I'll be like, wow, is this for real? No, not quite. It's an agenda to sell stuff, sell guitar amps for fucking 3 or 4 times their actual value because they put some spray paint and glue glitter on it, you know. And without being rude to Brian, he's wants to sell his apps, otherwise his apps would be very, very cheap or 0 for free if they really were no what's the word, altruistic. If he was totally altruistic, you know, with no agenda, he would have no, these apps would be free. Or, but I appreciate you want to sell them because he spent time on them. They're worth money because he spent time on them, right? That's fair enough. But they're a bit pricier than other apps, maybe. Not by low, not like Huff, are they? Like £50 or fucking whatever. But you get what I'm saying. This isn't a disrespectful video or anything. I'm not goading. I'm sure I'll get comments from such and such going, oh, whatever it is, what it is. You know, Thirtless, thank you for listening to the ramble. Agree or disagree, that's totally fine. Everyone is entitled to an opinion, believe it or not. You might think I don't think that way, but I do. You're all entitled to an opinion, you know. Seriously. You can hate me, you can love me. I'm here and I'm not going anywhere, though. That's one thing. You can't have any bearing on my decisions on YouTube, whether I disappear or not. That's not going to work. So, because I hear these sock puppets accounts in comments saying, we're only here until they go away. It's not going to happen. We're just going to grow and grow and grow, unless I suddenly have a change of heart. And if I have a change of heart, it won't be because of you, it's because I have a change of heart, you know. Anyway, adios, Thirtless. All the respect I can give you, okay? Just remember, debate is not hate. That's the important thing, okay? Try and keep it as respectful as you can. Not difficult. I understand passions and tempers flare and all the rest of it, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm just a man, like I said, not perfect by a long shot. But, you know, my values and my loyalties, you know, those that know, you know. Those that don't know or have an inkling or don't like this idea because they support someone else, that's fine too. And then this is another thing I want to address as well, right? I've got no problem, and I mean this, but other people do, with someone being in Truth Seekers and then being in another club, we'll call them clubs, a community, yeah? That's fine. Why has it got to be them, us? Why can't you be in Truth Seekers and that one, and vice versa, you know? You're certainly welcome to be in our group and another group, okay? Just for the record, because don't want anyone to ever feel... Because we had someone in our group who was getting on just fine, and they say it's their own decision. I'm not giving names, so they'll be probably thinking, But it seemed like the peer pressure was, oh, they're the enemy, don't be with them. Well, why not? Why can't she be with us and you? What's the problem with that? Why has it got to be them, you know? That's up to you. Do what is right for you. Always do it. That's another thing. I just want to close using that argument. Do not be peer pressured into anything, okay? Do what is right for you. If you don't want to be in Truth Seekers, you don't want to watch my channel, or don't, whatever it is you feel, do it what's right for you, what you want to do. Do not let anyone push you into anything you don't want to do, alright? Ever. Ever, okay? And that's my last word. These big green eyes saying goodbyes. Adios, Verlis. Trespass your torment if you are what you want to be. Okay?